something catches my eye and the game warden pops up out of the bushes with his binoculars.
I am here. I'll check all the paperwork, all hunting licenses, everything.
Day one is a lot like day one in any other hunting camp, deer camp, moose camp, what have you. Expectations are high. There's some bulls on camera right now. Some that we need to get a better look at. I don't know whether they're shooters yet. I don't want to burn my tag too early, but what Brian's telling me, Cody's telling me, as the hunt progresses, we get towards the peak of the rut, which is typically around the 20th of September, late teens, more bulls come into this unit. Now, this is the toughest unit. This is unit 5. If we were in 10, 12, 13, 14, the elk density is higher, the bulls tend to get bigger. So we have a lot of work ahead of us right now. Gets hot. Yesterday was 85 degrees, so we're going to just slip in, not try to educate these animals. They haven't been pressured at all. Deer season doesn't kick in until October 1st, so we're just probably not going to call. It's more scout, look, listen, and try to get dialed in, and then we'll start building the plan as the week goes on.
Since he's a new bull. Yeah, when he got over here and he squared off, I don't know if you look at him, he put his nose up and smelled, so he was going to try to cut up to that upper clearing up there. He smelled us, didn't really get spooked, and he turned. He went back in. So I think he's going to cut back down to the left. I think go down in there where I have been seeing him, so he's not spooked. So, but he's just patrolling. I didn't see it. Like, he didn't act like he had any cows or any other elk around him. He was just cruising. But I mean, we need a solid look on this bull. Yeah, he's got the frame for it. Yeah, he's got it. He's got an extra. He's got a good back end. Just be patient. sus about this location?
There's nothing here. Like there's just nothing.
So this is one of their projects. I would assume these elk are a lot like the elk out west, where they like the open park areas to congregate, to run, to feed.
Yeah.
So imagine in the evenings, you're gonna see elk in a spot like this.
They like to come out here. I think they are staying down towards the creek though, a lot more with this drought.
This is what you hope to see. A giant wallow like this, and you can tell this is years old, how depressed it is in the ground, always stays moist. It is perfect location here because you got all of this habitat management that's been done, all this big dark timber here, so it's easy for them to hide in the bend here, hit this wallow, right? And that's just part of the whole evolution of the rut. But seeing it this active this early is the best sign because they have established their location here. So as this rut peaks, they're going to continue to hit this more. We're going to grab our Reconyx here, probably later today, tomorrow, pop that on one of these trees, and then we can determine if the herd bull is using this, but my guess he is.
So at the end of the first morning's hunt, we're walking out. We had that great encounter with the bull. I'm having a conversation with Cody, making a game plan. We get to the truck, and I look over, something catches my eye, and the game warden pops up out of the bushes with his binoculars. And he starts coming to the truck. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. First morning, and he's coming over here, and I didn't know what to expect. Obviously, everything we do, film permits, licenses, are all triple checked. Guide has his permit, so I didn't have any concern. But I'm like, what in the world's going on? And parked next to us was another vehicle. You remember, this is public land. There are thousands of acres. Literally door to door is another vehicle. So I'm thinking, did it have something to do with that vehicle? What's going on? The game warden was super nice, Officer Henry. So he came over, and he told us that this guy had gotten out of his car, quote unquote, to check trail cameras with a rifle. So he checked his licenses, and I guess he just decided to stay around for us to come out, because he knew I had the elk tag.
Pennsylvania here, we have a lot of elk with a lot of character.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're in literally Pennsylvania has some of the biggest elk in the country.
Literally.
Honestly.
Yeah.
This is a tough zone. Yeah. I will give you that.
Yeah, that's what everyone tells me.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy hunt.
Like, yeah, you drew Pennsylvania, and they're like, oh no, you drew Unit 5.
Yeah.
So if I'm looking for a 370 plus, am I in the right area, or are there other areas that you know that could produce this in this unit?
So this is probably, the biggest bulls so far in this area, right here.
Yeah.
So beyond that, I mean, you got a couple up stuff like that. Yeah. But they're smaller bulls. So I haven't seen a 370 up there yet. Elk can move like crazy. When these bulls want to move, they're gone. They're gone. Like overnight.
So at any time, something could walk in then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah. Awesome.
But I tell you what though, guys, while I am here, I'll check all the paperwork, all hunting licenses, everything. So that way, at least I get that out of the way. Awesome. Okay.
There's some permits. Here is.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Cody.
Yep.
Still living at the same spot, bud?
Yep. Yeah, you get to
I appreciate it, Henry.
Not a problem.
No, thank
Call him
you.
Henry.
Good.
Oh, you don't have to call me by my last name. You're good. You're good.
After about 20 minutes of conversation, it turned to, give me your license, let me check everything, let me see your permit. We were all squared away. But I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. First day. Heading back to camp now, make a plan for this evening. Don't know if we'll go back into the same area because that bull just kind of skirted off. We know that other guy's there. But day one was pretty interesting.
So they come out of the corn over there, and they work their way up through here, and then they go bed on the hillside in the pines.
Right. Well, let's see what's been hitting it.
Oh, you?
Big part about elk hunting here in PA, running these trail cameras just like for whitetails. So this piece of ground here is a little bit different than where we've been hunting this morning and checking other cameras. It's actually leased to an agricultural field. These elk were using the agricultural field, corn, and then coming back through here, bedding up into this deep timber. After checking the camera though, all the elk are gone. Not one picture of an elk. Plenty of bear, plenty of deer, coyotes. Piece of the puzzle put together. Unfortunately, it's a blank space. We know where they're not, so now we have to back out, go run some other cameras and just try to find them right now. Because once we find them, they're gonna be concentrated in those pockets. This unit here does not have a lot of elk. So when you do find them, you're in the zone. If you don't find them, you got a lot of work ahead of you. And to day one, good day overall. The bull we saw this morning, he could have been a shooter. We didn't get a great visual on him, but unfortunately he just went into that deep timber, dark hemlock. So we decided not to push him. We spent the rest of the morning, checking trail cameras, looking for sign, ran into a few other people. I mean, it is the weekend, it is public ground, so people are out there looking for elk, putting up deer cameras because the season's gonna open up here in a couple weeks. Tonight, we just pulling cameras, looking for something new. Definitely learned that in the areas that you have the habitat improvement where they've come in and done the TSI work, put the food plots in, definitely see more game, including elk. And all this timber here, we just decided to go off kind of historical information, hardly any elk. Few tracks, that's about it, nothing on camera. So kind of like whitetails, they're gonna be congregated around the food, but this is a tough unit. So no guarantees for sure. But from what I've heard, at least as of now, nobody killed here opening day in PA, but there were some really good bulls found. So tomorrow, hopefully some rain will come in tonight. Things will improve.